Here are 20 helpful tips for Citadelle Daymore. Our first tip is, did you know that you can actually change the direction of the cannon? So once you fire the cannon at the gate, the wheel will actually fly all the way back to spawn. So if you go to spawn to this box, you can then pick it up and then go towards the dining hall and pick up this blowtorch pretty much directly underneath Vulturade. And once you go back to the cannon, you can reattach the wheel, turn the cannon, and then go towards the dining hall whenever you use it. For our second tip, there's a way you can get a full 1-minute monkey bomb, but you have to have 50,000 points. And obviously, once you change the direction of the cannon, if you change it back to where you go back to the spawn and use it 100 times, you will then land into the bell tower, get a 1-minute monkey bomb, and then a ton of rewards. For our third tip, on a max ammo round, if you deposit 10,000 points and then throw a frag grenade in this well, you will actually get a lot more points back. And if you time this with the double points, you can get 20,000 free double points. So that is really amazing. For our fourth tip, did you know that Light Mend is actually one of the best ammo mods in the game against the Doppelgas? So if you're really struggling on taking out the Doppelgas, the Light Mend ammo mod is definitely the best ammo mod for it. For our fifth tip, for the fire incantation, you don't have to actually use the fire sword. You can use Molotovs instead. And also, for the orb step, once you're doing the fire orb, again, you can also use Molotovs. Unfortunately, this does not work with the shock charges for the lightning incantation or the Casimir mechanism for the dark incantation. For our sixth side Easter egg, there's a way you can get a free PhD flopper and a bunch of points if you pick up these 3 alcohol bottles. The first one you can find in the Undercroft, the second one you can find at Stamina Up, and the third one you can find at the dining hall. Once you have found them, bring them all back to this bar and then deliver the correct color of the drink to the zombie and he will give you the PhD flopper. Now for our number 7 tip, this is so important. This is something you're going to find in the menus. The best melee macchiato augments, if you're struggling with your swords, are going to be espresso for the faster swing and also this minor augment which allows you to backpedal faster. Once you have these equipped, the swords will be much stronger on Citadelle Daymore. For our 8th tip, did you know that you can block amalgam lunge attacks? And even if you don't actually see the animation, if you spam the right click or the right trigger and use the block ability, you will take no damage for the lunge attacks. And for our 9th tip, you can also block the final boss Guardian stomps when he stomps you with the block ability. So make sure you use this. Unfortunately, this does not work with all of his attacks. For the 10th tip, the camo grinding on Citadelle Daymore is a lot easier if you don't actually collect all the swords because the stamp zombies spawn infinitely. So if you do need those extra headshots, it's only a couple of extra, but it can help you out for the long run. For our 11th tip, unfortunately, Idle Eyes is currently bugged in the Citadelle Daymore boss fight, so it will not work, unfortunately, on the boss. It will work on the zombies in the boss fight, but not on the boss itself. For our 12th tip, if you actually do this Ancient Evil puzzle for the first step of the Easter egg, and then hit it with all 4 of the incantations, light, lightning, dark, and fire, it will lock you down in here. When you complete it, you'll actually get a bunch of amazing rewards. I find this is definitely better on co-op. For our 13th tip, all of the Bao Meng sword items have now officially been found for the zodiac symbols, and there are only 5, being Aries, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, and Pisces. For the 14th tip, if you want to get high rounds really fast, you definitely need to use this strategy where you get the Sigma launcher fully upgraded and just spam it while you use the traps. Because the traps give you infinite ammo, you absolutely destroy destroy everything. For our 15th tip, you can actually get a Ghost Knight chess piece to help you out for a couple of rounds. There are 4 spots where you can find the chess piece. The first one is at the dragon statue. The second one is next to Quick Revive. The third one is next to Elemental Pop. And the last one is right next to where you use the Baomeng sword. If you place it at the stamina room and get a couple of souls, this Knight chess piece will spawn and help you out big time. If you're struggling on figuring out what the best incantation is, the Dark incantation is the best for just zombies, and the Lightning incantation is the best for the Doppelgas and the Amalgam. You can instantly one-hit them, but I would still say that Light Mend is a lot better against the Doppelgas than the Lightning incantation. For our 17th tip, you must get Vulturade Augments Research, and these augments allow you to regenerate your specialist meter faster and also get more salvage. For our 18th tip, there's a rat that you can find a cheese wheel for right at the spawn, and if you find all 10 of these rat areas, you're actually able to go to the Pack-a-Punch and then get all of the rewards. The first 2 rats were at the spawn. The third one is at Deadshot Daiquiri. The fourth one is right underneath the stairwell at the cannon. The 5th one is next to Juggernog under this wooden chair. The 6th one is next to this wooden pallet next to the knight. The 7th one is next to Quick Revive inside of this jail cell right at the bottom there. The 8th one is in the Undercroft right next to this dark hole where zombies spawn from. The 9th one is in the stamina room underneath the bench, and you just have to shoot or knife them. And the 10th one is underneath where you get the light incantation brooch. Now, you don't have to actually get all 10, but if you do get all 10 at each of these areas, then a crown will be visible on top of your character. For our 19th tip, if you want a free legendary GS45, if you play as Maya and go to this part of the dining hall on round 12, take out the Doppelgas. Again, Light Mend is amazing here. You actually can get a free GS45 legendary once you get out of the cutscene. Can I just add that this is one of the coolest side Easter eggs that Treyarch has ever done up until this point, adding a own unique cutscene just for Maya and Treyarch. I'm here to tell you with this video, please make more of these. I know the community would absolutely love it and eat it up.
Are you out there?
Alive and kicking, Cat. Happy to report I can't say the same for Franco.
Must feel good to check that off your to-do list.
And for our 20th tip, there are a bunch of free power-up shootables around the map. The max ammo one is right next to Speed Cola. The full armor is right next to Juggernog. The sword drop is right next to Vulturade. The free double points is right in the alchemical lab, and you can get a free 500 points in the Undercroft.
Bonus point.
I usually don't do these types of videos, so if you are enjoying all the Citadelle Day More content, like this video if you would like a part 2 for more tips for this amazing S tier zombies map.